All right. If you're here watching this interview, this is my one warning. Make sure you watch the first 3 episodes of season 4 and then come back to this interview as we're going to talk spoilers. I'm really excited today because I am joined by Sam Jaeger, a.k.a. Mark. How you doing today, Sam?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just blown away by these first 3 episodes. And as always, you come in with the screen time you have. You always crush it. But the question I think that's on everybody's minds about Mark here is that even in season 4, this man really doesn't want to give up on Serena. Can you give us kind of an idea of why? Why doesn't he just call it a day and move on from her?
Right. I think all he knew of Serena was what happened before Gilead. There's one episode in season 1. That's the only the only episode I watched of the show, other than the pilot, that I was a fan of before joining on the show, that showed who she was before Gilead. And she was this just passionate, compassionate, dynamic woman who had all of these causes that she was a part of. And I think he fell in love with who she was before Gilead, and still believes that that's in her, I think he's trying to will himself to believe that she's capable of good,
And when you say that word love, do you mean like a friendly love, or do you think he has like some feelings there for Serena?
Oh, sure. I think there are feelings there.
Okay.
I think he admires her. I think he also knows that there's some kind of attraction between the two of them. And I think that he knows that they both enjoy trying to play each other.
Right.
And that's, that's not a healthy relationship, but it's, we don't always go for the healthiest relationships, do we?
No. Yeah, it's life. And that's interesting too. And what's great is you've had already a large and successful career. But when you got cast on Handmaid's Tale, was it like a different level? Did you notice more people notice you out and about, or did you notice like your follower count go up?
No, I mean, I don't really, I'm not on social media. So I just, I go through the world pretending I'm not a celebrity. And then when somebody mentions, hey, I saw you on that, I think, oh yeah, great, cool. Did you like it? Awesome. In Handmaid's Tale, I just, I'm such a fan of the way it's done. I get to be a fan of the show. So that's, I just kind of feel like I have a front row seat at it as a fan myself.
No, that's awesome, man. That's cool to hear, like how humble you are. And speaking of just watching other shows or not watching shows, is there any characters from other like TV or films that kind of inspired your portrayal of the character of Mark?
Not necessarily characters from other shows. I just think it's what they. I try and focus first on what the creators, what they want, and there's very little that Mark lets on, even in the words he chooses. He chooses very safe words in communicating with anybody. And so to me, I thought, okay, well, he's going to do his job better than anyone. That's what he's going to try and navigate all these dynamics for the cause that he thinks is right, which is, freeing the world from Gilead, I think. But we get to see how dicey that situation is the more these characters come to play and need something from him in season 4 here.
100%. And it's really exciting to see. And even like talking all this Handmaid's Tale with you, besides that, like, Sam himself, like this year, besides acting, like this crazy year we've been in, is there any other like passions or hobbies you like to do to kind of keep the time and keep yourself just sane during everything?
No, and this is the most disappointing part about my time off. I wrote a screenplay that I'm going to hopefully shoot this fall in Toronto before returning to work for season 5. If hopefully they have me back.
They
you
will.
know, that I have no hobbies other than just trying to tell stories. You know, I love filmmaking, and you know, I just don't have any. You know, most of my hobbies are like listening to my kids talk about Legos, or you know, so I don't have much downtime. But are there any things I should watch or catch up on? I will say I caught up more on film and television in the last 3 months being quarantined than I have in years past. So this is how far behind I am. I'm almost through season 2 of Breaking Bad.
Oh man. Okay. So make that number one.
Yeah.
Finish that.
I'll get there and then take it from there. Yeah.
I love it. That's that's amazing, Sam. And it's just been awesome to have you join me today. And I'm excited to see where this Mark story arc goes this season. Everybody make sure to check out The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu every Wednesday to see Sam obviously kill it per usual. Sam, thank you so much for talking to me today, and I hope to talk to you again in the future.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me. Good talking with you.
Have a good one.
You too.